What if one day the world just stopped? Not a metaphor, but a literal, grinding halt. Our planet, which has been spinning for billions of years, suddenly ceases all rotation. What would happen to us? To our world? Today, we're exploring a scenario so catastrophic it makes asteroid impacts look like a minor inconvenience. This is the story of the day the Earth stopped spinning. Picture a normal Tuesday. Kids are heading to school. Traffic is jamming up in Los Angeles. Tokyo is ablaze with neon lights, and farmers in Kenya are tending to their fields. Life, in all its beautiful, chaotic normalcy, is humming along. But beneath this veneer of routine, something is deeply wrong. In observatories from Chile to Hawaii, scientists are staring at their screens in disbelief. The Earth's magnetic field is fluctuating wildly. Satellites are glitching, sending back streams of corrupted data. Ocean tides are behaving erratically, pulling back too far and surging at the wrong times. On the International Space Station, an astronaut crew notices something even stranger. Their auras, usually confined to the poles, are now dancing across the equator in vibrant, terrifying colors. News channels start running small segments, almost as an afterthought, about unusual solar flare activity, and reports of compasses going haywire. A sudden, unprecedented string of earthquakes and superstorms rocks the globe, but experts can't find a connection. They're all just freak, isolated events, right? For a family preparing dinner in their suburban home, these are just distant headlines. They have no idea they are living in the final hours of the world they know. Then, it happens, without warning. The Earth stops. It's not a gradual slowdown. It's an immediate, violent stop. Our planet has been spinning at over 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. And while the solid ground has halted, the atmosphere hasn't. A colossal, supersonic wind, moving faster than the speed of sound, scours the surface of the planet. Anything not anchored to bedrock is instantly obliterated. Skyscrapers are flattened like they're made of paper. Forests are ripped from the ground. Cars, trains, and every loose object become deadly projectiles in a global tempest. The oceans, vast bodies of water with immense inertia, surge forward. Mega tsunamis, miles high, wash over entire continents, swallowing coastlines and erasing cities from the map. Anyone near a coast is gone in an instant. For the people, the inertia is a death sentence. Anyone standing is thrown eastward at hundreds of miles per hour, a force so violent it's unsurvivable. Planes fall from the sky like stones. The astronauts on the ISS watch in horror as their station is flung from its orbit, witnessing the blue marble below tear itself apart. In the immediate aftermath, the chaos only deepens. Half of the planet is now locked in perpetual, scorching daylight. The sun, an unmoving eye in the sky, begins to bake the land, causing temperatures to soar to unbearable levels. The other half is plunged into an eternal, freezing night. Without the sun's warmth, temperatures plummet, and a new ice age begins. The power grid collapses globally. Communication is dead. Satellites tumble from the sky like fiery rain. The few survivors emerge from whatever shelter they found to a world they no longer recognize. One side burns, the other freezes, and humanity is trapped in the middle. In this new, brutal reality, the old world is gone. Governments crumble. With no way to communicate or enforce laws, order dissolves into anarchy. Martial law is declared in some pockets of civilization, but it's a futile gesture. Looting and violence become the new normal as people fight for the dwindling resources. But amidst the chaos, a new pattern of survival emerges. People quickly realize that the only habitable places are in the twilight zone, the narrow strip of land between the burning day side and the frozen night side, where the sun is perpetually on the horizon, creating a permanent state of dawn or dusk. The environment is transformed into an alien landscape. On the sunlit side, all water evaporates. Plants wither and die, turning vast regions into scorched deserts. Unstoppable wildfires rage for years, fueled by the endless daylight and dry vegetation. On the dark side, ice sheets expand rapidly, covering everything in a thick, frozen blanket. The planet's weakened magnetic field no longer protects it from solar radiation, deadly radiation. Storms sweep across the sky, visible as shimmering, deadly curtains of light. Survival becomes a desperate journey. Hordes of people begin a great migration towards the Twilight Zone, a perilous trek across a ravaged world. Along the way, they face the worst of humanity: betrayal, desperation, and violence, but also the best, unexpected alliances, acts of incredible kindness, and the stubborn, flickering sparks of hope. Decades, then centuries pass. Humanity, against all odds, endures. The descendants of the survivors have built new societies in the Twilight Strip. These settlements are a strange mix of old world knowledge and new world necessity. They aren't countries, but city-states and nomadic tribes, each adapted to its unique slice of the Terminator line. Strange new trade routes form, caravans, protected by radiation-shielded vehicles, venture into the scorched sunlands to harvest energy from vast solar farms or to mine the baked earth. Other expeditions brave the Darklands to retrieve ice for water and to mine for minerals preserved in the deep freeze. The very concept of time has changed. With no day or night, the 24-hour cycle is a relic of the past. New calendars are developed, based on the slow wobble of the moon or the shifting star patterns. Human culture and even biology begin to adapt. People living on the edge of the sunlands might have developed greater tolerance for heat and UV radiation, while those near the frozen side might be hardier against the cold. Technology has been reimagined out of necessity. Some communities live in vast underground cities to escape the radiation. Giant shields are erected to protect surface settlements. A new civilization, born from the greatest catastrophe imaginable, has taken root. Generations later, the world before the stop has become the stuff of myth and legend. Elders tell stories to wide-eyed children about a time when the whole world saw the sun, a time when the sky moved, a time they call the spinning. For these new humans, the idea of a day and a night is as fantastical as a fairy tale. Let's zoom in one last time. A young woman stands at the edge of her settlement, looking out at the frozen stars that never move in the eternal night sky. On the other side of the world, a young man shields his eyes as he gazes at the blazing and moving sun. They are separated by a world, but they share the same thought, the same whispered question passed down through generations. Will the Earth ever spin again? What do you think? Could humanity truly survive and adapt to such a monumental change? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's a terrifying scenario, but it speaks volumes about our resilience. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the abyss, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mind-bending what-ifs. See you next time.